Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah, Wakal Kadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there, putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth, teaching this word, and this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I'm gonna come with you today with a lesson, going into, how powerful the word is. It's like spiritual powers. So let's go to it. Let's get into it. Jeremiah 5:14. It's like you. Wherefore, thus said Yahweh, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Yeah. This is how powerful this word is. And yeah, it tells you apart when you ain't right. That's spiritual powers. Let's see what it says in the NLT. Jeremiah 5:14 in the NLT. Therefore, this is what Yahweh power of heaven's army says. Because the people are talking like this, right? Talking crap, being proud. My messages will flame out of your mouth and burn the people like kindling wood, right? So yeah, you know, this word, man. If you ain't right, it tells you apart. But this word is like it's like spiritual powers, and it'll cut you. And I'm gonna get that. Matter of fact, might well go ahead and get it. Let's get it. Hebrews 4:12. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick, right? Yeah. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Yeah, man, it's powerful. It even cuts some of us that do teach this word. You might be lacking in something while you speaking this truth. Hey, it'll cut you too. That's just how powerful this word is. So yeah, hey, you know, like it says again, for the word of Yahweh is quick, which quick goes into alive and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Yeah, let's get the NLT. For the word of Yahweh is alive, see, and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joints and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. See, yeah. So it can cut you too when like I said, if you're lacking in certain areas. So yeah, that's just how powerful this word is. And I'm gonna go to, let's see, Matthew. It's that 10, 20. Let's see. Yeah, Matthew 10:20. For it is not yet that speak, Slacky. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Right? It's the Spirit. That's the power, spiritual power. That's words, you have the spiritual powers that the brothers always talking about. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's gonna be, hey, I hope I be one of those brothers that can get that spiritual power, like messing these, getting at our enemies physically, But this word is spiritual power too, you know. Let's see what the NLT says in Matthew 10 and 20. For it is not you who will be speaking, it will be the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. See? Yeah. That's spiritual power. Yeah, so let's go to Luke. '21 and 15. Oh man. It's lucky. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I started at 14. It's Luke 21 and 14. I started at 12. Luke 21 and 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, right? And persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prison, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Yeah, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Yeah. Settle it, therefore, in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Yeah, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gonna give you what the answer. You know what I'm saying? See that right there, that's spiritual power, right? Verse 15, for I will give you a mouth, right, and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, right? Hey, there's spiritual powers right there. You're going to be talking, man, there ain't nothing, they going to confound them. There ain't going to be nothing they can do. And, and the Lord would set up a standard, too. But just going into these words are spiritual too. Spirit has, spiritual powers too. Let's see what the NLT says. Luke 21 and 15 in the NLT. For I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to reply or refute you. Yeah, so let's you know what? Let's get, what's that? Hosea. This might be the last one. Just wanted to get a few scriptures going into, this word is powerful too. It's that 6, 5, I believe. Yeah. This Hosea 6 and 5. I just started at 5. Therefore I have hewed them, Hosea 6 and 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. See? And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. See, yeah. He have hewed them by the prophets, right? I have slain them by the words of my mouth. That's the point. Yeah, man, it's pretty much going to Hebrews 4 and 12. Cutting, and slaying these people that ain't right. It's just a form of spiritual power. These words are powerful. It can, like I say, it can need to make you come in this truth, or it can make you not, and you'll get marked. That's just the words have that ability. From Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's the ability of these words when the prophets, apostles out there, and the brothers out there teaching this word. Let's see what it says in the NLT. Hosea 6:5 in the NLT. I sent my prophets to cut you to pieces, to slaughter you with my words, with judgments as inescapable as light. I think I said that. Yeah, inescapable as light. Yeah. So yeah, that's the point, man. These words cut you in pieces, slaughter you. You know. And yeah, these words they all powerful. So that's I just want to do a little quick hit on that. These words of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, they are powerful. They have like spiritual powers in itself. So until next time, I hope this has been edifying and to the point. And I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahal, Wakakadash. And double honors again to the apostles at Great Millstone, the bishops and the elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there risking their lives, teaching this truth. Until next time, Shalom.